I want to bring in Pramod Madhav and Anagha Keshav. Both are joining us from Chennai. They've been out and about in the entire city today to get you some of those ground reports that you've seen. And congratulations to both of you because Anagha and Pramod, based on your reports, finally Chennaiites are getting some relief. There's action right after you reported many of these locations, but that's what it takes, unfortunately. Reportage by us, authorities being exposed for any sort of action. And Pramod, the monsoon's already kicked in. These steps ideally should have been done months ago in preparation for this very time.
It absolutely is, Akshita. And just like you mentioned, these are the hard spots which, we very well know this is going to happen preemptively. Imagine if we know this, authorities will very well know because they are on the ground 24/7 and localized spots. And for just 2 days, we were able to find so many spots like this. And we could actually give a contrast between how the roads for netas and VIPs are. If the authorities can maintain it in that condition, how come these roads are not being done? So, in fact, the locations at Tenampet is a part, it actually is being used by the Chief Minister regularly when he goes to his home from the party headquarters, and that was the condition. And after we reported, because we saw that the commuters were struggling to move through that part, it was sorted out. Definitely, authorities have all the mechanism and such, but why they are not acting, that is something we are still trying to find an answer to, Akshita.
Anagha, what did you see? You visited so many of these locations. I remember your report particularly where you tried to ride a bike and struggled through a road that was filled with potholes. There was barely any road, honestly, in that particular stretch. But was this a situation in just some pockets of Chennai, or is this across the city? Because, this is no longer about low-lying areas. This is basic roads infrastructure that's missing.
Well, Akshita, this is not just in the outskirts of Chennai or in the constituencies that have recently been included under GCC's limits. In fact, this unfortunate state of affairs is persistent throughout the city. And the prime example was how India Today reported this morning outside the iconic Satyam Theatre, which falls under Royapetta. Imagine a prime area as famous as Satyam Theatre, just outside that, if that was the big crater that was found there. Just imagine the condition in cities' outskirts. It's not just in the city's outskirts or some pockets of the city, but potholes are persistent throughout the city. The city's civic administration has slept throughout the sunny days, and now that monsoon has finally arrived, now that there's so much backlash on social media, they are trying to do some patchwork, trying to put some M-sand, some jelly, some tar stones, trying to do some kind of patchwork. But remember, monsoon is here. It is going to rain every single day from today onwards, and every single effort, every single patchwork effort that the government tries to put in is just going to go in vain. Because from today until February, you can't really expect sunny days to come. The government should have acted much earlier, and no amount of patchwork that they try to do now is not going to solve anything.
Okay, Anagha and Pramod, thanks very much for joining us. Great work, of course, with the reports that you've filed. Part 3 of that reality check is, in fact, something we promised to air tomorrow, where Pramod and Anagha will get you more reports that give you a sense of what the situation is in different parts of Chennai. This, unfortunately, is the need of the hour, because we're hoping that with these reports, we finally wake up the authorities to what the situation is in different parts of Chennai.